What is going on, guys? XaDa here, and today we will be talking about a few weird coincidences between John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. Let's get into it. So, there are some weird, spooky coincidences between the assassinations of John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. I will be explaining those and telling you about those today. So, first up, the weird fact that Lincoln was actually elected to Congress in 1846. Kennedy, though, was elected to Congress in 1946, which is exactly 100 years later, which is a coincidence. Also weird considering that both presidents were assassinated. So, yeah. Second fact, Lincoln was elected as president in 1860. Kennedy was elected as president in 1960. That's a really, really spooky, considering the fact that Lincoln was in Congress, elected to Congress in 1846, and Kennedy in 1946. So it's a double coincidence. Both of the presidents were assassinated on Fridays in front of their wives. So basically, they were, both assassinated on a Friday. I don't know. Yeah. Lincoln was shot in Ford Theater. Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln made by Ford. So both of them had to do with Ford. In this case, Lincoln was shot in a theater and Kennedy in a Ford car, but both had to do with Ford. Both assassins, John Wilkes Booth, which killed Lincoln, and Lee Harvey Oswald, who killed Kennedy, they were both killed before facing trial. John Wilkes Booth was chased for multiple days after he had shot Abraham Lincoln in the back of the head. He was chased to a farm building where police cornered him and then shot him in that building. And Lee Harvey Oswald was killed by a barn owner who was mad because he liked John F. Kennedy. He shot him while while Lee Harvey Oswald was being transferred from prison to a state prison, which is sad because both of them did not face trial, and we never found out if they worked alone or had a motive or something like that. The surnames of both presidents have 7 letters. Kennedy has 7, and Lincoln also has 7, which is really weird also considering that both the names of both assassins, so John Wilkes Booth and Lee Harvey Oswald, also have 15 letters. Both of them have 15 letters, so it's double the coincidence. Their successors as president were both named Johnson. The successor of Abraham Lincoln was called Andrew Johnson, and successor of Kennedy was called Lyndon Johnson. Now, about the successors, Andrew Johnson was actually born in 1808, and Lyndon Johnson was born in 1908, so that's another 100 years after they were born of each other. But it kind of makes sense considering that presidents, they're all around the same age. Kennedy was actually one of the youngest to ever be president, so that's not really such a big coincidence, but it still is. Both of the assassinated presidents were shot in the head. Kennedy was shot in the head from a 6-story building from Lee Harvey Oswald, and Abraham Lincoln was shot in the back of the head by John Wilkes Booth while he was sitting in a theater, as John Wilkes Booth was an actor, so he had access to everything. Another weird fact is both presidents were particularly concerned with civil rights. Abraham Lincoln was the president at the time of the Civil War, and he was against slavery, so he had a big impact with civil rights. And John F. Kennedy also had a big impact. He was against slavery and racism and all that stuff. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more awesome content. By the way, my Discord link is posted below, so don't forget to join that because I will be posting when I'm uploading and stuff like that. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.